Glendale, Arizona. Under the blazing lights and the raucous cheers of a packed State Farm Stadium, the 2025 NFL season began not with a whimper, but with a statement. The Kansas City Chiefs, perennial contenders and defending champions, wasted no time reminding the football world why they're still one of the most dangerous teams in the league. At the heart of it all, the ever-reliable, larger-than-life tight end, Travis Kelce. It was midway through the first quarter. The Cardinals had already shown their hand, a bold, aggressive blitz, desperate to rattle the unflappable Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs, used to being hunted, responded like champions. Mahomes, eyes surveying the carnage, spotted a flash of white and red streaking into open space. Kelce, as he's done countless times before, had slipped his defender. The pass came spiraling in, laser-sharp and perfectly timed. Kelce snagged it from the air, shrugged off a desperate tackle from Isaiah Simmons, and powered the final 15 yards into the end zone. The stadium erupted. Kelce, never one to miss a moment, thrust the ball skyward in a familiar gesture. It was more than just a touchdown. It was a message. The Chiefs were back, and so was their most trusted weapon. What made this touchdown special wasn't just the points on the scoreboard. It was the artistry of the execution. The Cardinals, well aware of Mahomes' prowess, had cooked up a blitz designed to collapse the pocket and force a hurried throw. But Mahomes, with the poise of a veteran and the instincts of a streetball legend, stayed cool. For a split second, it looked as if he might get swallowed up. But then there it was. Kelce, reading the defense like a chess grandmaster, cut inside at just the right moment. The ball from Mahomes seemed almost magnetized to Kelce's hands. One step, then another, then a violent change of direction that sent Simmons sprawling. Suddenly, Kelce was free. With nothing but green turf ahead, the outcome was inevitable. The crowd, a mix of red and white and the hopeful purple of Cardinals fans, roared in unison as Kelce crossed into the end zone. That play, in its elegance and brutality, encapsulated everything that makes the Chiefs' offense so dangerous. It's not just the raw talent, it's the telepathic connection between Mahomes and Kelce. It's a partnership that has redefined the tight end position and reshaped the NFL's understanding of offensive firepower. Mahomes, with his rocket arm and improvisational brilliance, seems to know exactly where Kelce will be at every moment. Kelce, with his deceptive speed and uncanny knack for getting open, is the safety valve and the wrecking ball all at once. Last season, the numbers were almost cartoonish. Over 1,200 receiving yards, 12 touchdowns, countless clutch plays that turned the tide of games. And if this opening night was any indication, the duo is only getting better. After the game, Mahomes was all smiles at the press conference. The media buzzed with questions, but he made it clear, "We've practiced this situation a lot. When I saw the opposing defense come up, I knew I just had to find Kelce and everything would be fine. He's someone I trust completely." Kelce, for his part, looked like a man who had just taken the first step on a journey he's traveled many times before. "The first touchdown of the season is always special," he said. "I feel like I'm in the best shape physically and in the best form, and I want to continue to maintain that to help the team win." But this touchdown was more than a single play. It was a harbinger of things to come. The Chiefs, with their blend of youth and experience, swagger and discipline, are once again the team everyone wants to beat. For the Cardinals, it was a bitter pill, a reminder that in the NFL, the margin between good and great is razor thin. The touchdown also marked a milestone for Kelce. With this score, he moved one step closer to the all-time touchdown record for tight ends. The fans in Kansas City know they're witnessing something historic, a player rewriting the record books, one touchdown at a time. Inside the bowels of State Farm Stadium, the Chiefs' locker room buzzed with energy. Music thumped, laughter echoed, and the smell of sweat and victory mingled in the air. Mahomes and Kelce, surrounded by teammates, replayed the moment on a tablet, grinning like kids at recess. Rookie wideouts hovered nearby, soaking in every word. Veterans slapped backs and offered knowing nods. For a team that has seen so much success, the hunger was still there. Kelce's touchdown wasn't just a highlight, it was fuel for the fire. One assistant coach summed it up best. "When you have guys like Travis and Pat, you always have a shot. Doesn't matter the score, the situation, or the opponent. They give you hope. The 2025 Chiefs aren't just about Mahomes and Kelce, of course, but the chemistry between those two is the axis around which the rest of the offense spins. Defenses know what's coming. Stopping it is another matter entirely. On this night, the Cardinals tried everything: zone blitzes, man coverage, double teams. Kelce found the soft spots, exploited the seams, and made the extraordinary look routine. Each time the Cardinals adjusted, the Chiefs countered with something new. A jet sweep here, a screen pass there. But when they needed a play, they went to Kelce. It's a pattern familiar to opponents, but maddeningly effective. Defenders know Kelce is the first read. They know Mahomes will look for him in crunch time. And yet, more often than not, they're powerless to stop it. Back in Kansas City, the touchdown set off celebrations in bars and living rooms across the city. Fans donned their Kelce jerseys, high-fived strangers, and dreamt of another championship run. For a city that lives and dies with its football team, Kelce's heroics were a dose of pure adrenaline. On social media, clips of the touchdown went viral within minutes. Analysts broke down the play, fans argued over its place in Chiefs lore, and rivals gritted their teeth in frustration. Of course, the season is young. The touchdown was just the opening salvo in what promises to be a bruising, unpredictable campaign. Can the Chiefs repeat as champions? Will Kelce continue his march toward history? Can any defense find a way to slow the Mahomes-Kelce connection? For the Cardinals, it's back to the drawing board. Still, even in defeat, there were lessons to be learned. The NFL is a league of adjustments. The best teams don't just react, they evolve. Yet, beyond the stats and the headlines, there's something more about Travis Kelce. He plays with a sense of joy and freedom that is infectious. You see it in the way he celebrates, the way he interacts with fans, the way he lifts his teammates. In a league often defined by stoicism and grit, Kelce reminds us that football is, at its core, a game. After the game, as the stadium emptied and the lights began to dim, Kelce lingered on the field. He waved to fans, signed autographs, and posed for selfies. For a few lucky kids, it was a night they'd never forget. As the 2025 season unfolds, one thing is certain: Travis Kelce is still at the peak of his powers. With Mahomes at his side and a city behind him, there's no telling how far the Chiefs can go. But on this night at State Farm Stadium, it all started with a single play: a pass, a catch, a celebration. It was classic Kelce, classic Chiefs, and a perfect beginning to what promises to be another unforgettable NFL season. So, as fans across the country settle in for the long march to the Super Bowl, they'll remember this moment. The start of another chapter. The latest act in a football saga that shows no signs of slowing down. And somewhere in Kansas City, a young fan pulls on his number 87 jersey, dreaming that one day he might make magic on the field just like Travis Kelce. Because in football, as in life, greatness inspires greatness. And tonight, the legend grew just a little bit more.